Good morning, student. In a previous lecture, we have discussed gravitational potential. So, what is gravitational potential? Gravitational potential work done unit of mass. यूनिट ऑफ मास पे ग्रेविटी के अंदर जितना भी वर्क किया गया होगा वो उसके अंदर ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल के फॉर्म में स्टोर होती है. एंड द टुडेज टॉपिक इज ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. So first we see that what is potential energy of any object. किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट की पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या होती है. In a physics language, if we work on any object, ठीक है, consider this is any object A. Okay, in a initial cases there is energyless or the energy is zero. Okay, but if we work on this object and during the work on this object we shifted this object from A to point B. Point A से point B पर shift होता है. Then we work on this object. Consider we work on this object is W. When we shifted this object from point A to point B, then we see that then we consider in this object some energy is stored after the doing work, and this energy is equal to the work done. ठीक है, कि जब हम लोग इस ऑब्जेक्ट को पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी तक शिफ्ट किए तो हमने क्या किया, इसके ऊपर कुछ वर्क किया और ये जो वर्क जिस इस ऑब्जेक्ट पर की गई है वही वर्क डन इस ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर एक एनर्जी के फॉर्म में स्टोर होती है और दिस टाइप्स ऑफ द एनर्जी वी कॉल द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. सो व्हाट इज पोटेंशियल एनर्जी? पोटेंशियल एनर्जी is a form of energy which is stored in any object when we do any work on the object. जब हम लोग किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर कोई वर्क करते हैं तो उसके अंदर क्या होती है, स्टोर होती है. So what is gravitational potential energy? Gravitational potential energy, that means this is gravitational potential energy, that means consider this is the effect of gravity or a gravitational field. If in this field we put any object which has some mass, and initial cases there is, we consider there is no any energy in this object, and if we work on this object in a gravitational field and shifted point A to point B in a gravitational field, then this object is stored some energy in a form of potential energy. So what is gravitational potential energy? If we do any work on any object in an effect of gravitational field, then this work is stored in the other object in a form of gravitational potential energy. Okay, so what is potential energy? Potential energy is a form of work done which is stored in any object. Okay, so we consider, clear यहाँ तक? अब इसके लिए देखते हैं, कंसीडर करते हैं कि consider this is a one body, or we consider this is a gravity. From this gravity at a infinite distance, we put any other object which has mass small m, and this is capital M mass of Earth. If the distance between these two objects is infinite, then the force on this object is 0, because F is equals to G and M upon R square. If R is greater than then the gravitational forces decreases. So in these cases, the effect of this earth on this object is zero. So between the two masses there is no any attraction force. That means no any work done on this object. So in these cases, the potential energy or the gravitational potential energy is a zero state, zero. So in these cases, gravitational potential energy is zero. ओके, क्योंकि इसके बीच का डिस्टेंस क्या होता है, इन्फिनाइट होता है, तो ये हो जाएगा हमारा जीरो. और वी कॉल जीरो लेवल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, जीरो लेवल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. ओके, now next time we consider that this is gravity or the earth, and from the surface of the earth at a distance r we put another object which has a mass r. So the nature of the earth is that the earth is attract this small mass of the object. That means the earth is applied a force, and after the applied the force, this object is replace the position, and consider this is shifted from point 1 to point 2. If this object is shifted point 1 to point 2, then on this object we do any work due to the earth कि अर्थ के थ्रू हमने इस ऑब्जेक्ट को कुछ वर्क किया, and this work is stored in this object at the form of potential energy. So in these cases, the force F is equals to G m upon r square, force of attraction, and we consider in these cases the total work done. In these cases, the total work done we consider W naught, and in these cases we consider the total work done is W. So the net potential energy is W naught plus W. The zero level potential energy, total work done is zero because no any force is applied on the smaller mass of the object. So potential energy is equals to work done. So from this equation we see that the potential energy of any object is equal to the how much work done is doing on the object, कि उस object के ऊपर कितना work done किया गया है, how much work is done on this object. तो amount of work done and the potential energy is same of any object. So gravitational potential energy is a potential energy of any object when we do or when we done any work done on any object in a gravitational field. And now we see expression for the gravitational potential energy. So potential energy or the gravitational potential energy equal to the work done. Expression for the gravitational potential energy. Yeah. Expression for the gravitational potential energy. Okay, first we consider this is a earth, okay, which has a mass capital M and the radius of r. Okay, we find the potential energy at any point P from the center of the earth, and the distance between the O and P is, we consider, the r. Okay, consider there is a 2 point A and B, and the distance between the AB is dx, and the distance from the surface of earth, and this is okay, r is greater than radius of r. Okay, O से प्यार, O से, so radius of earth is r, distance OA is equals to r, and distance O से P is r. At that point we consider 2 point A and B, and O to A is x, and the distance between AB is dx. So according to Newton's, according to gravitational force on a point A, the mass mF is equals to G capital M small m upon x square. Okay, this is a force of attraction due to earth at point P, and if we put any object. Okay, now we consider, we replace the point of a object A at point A to point B, and the distance between the A to P is very small dx. So for replacing the object from point A to point B, we do very small work done, dW is equals to work done force into displacement in dx. Yes, putting this value, so we W is equals to G m upon x square into dx. This is equation for small work done on an object. If we put this object from from point P to point A, then total work done point R to infinite to point R minus G m upon x square dx. Okay, so equation is total work done, W is equals to minus G m बाहर आ जाएगा, इन्फिनाइट टू R 1 upon x square dx. Clear? So if we integrate this equation, the work done, W is equals to minus G m under root of upper limit minus lower limit 1 upon x minus 1 upon infinite. So W is equals to minus g m upon x. Okay, this value is r, है ना? So potential energy work done is equals potential energy G mmr into potential energy into mass. This is a potential gravitational potential energy. Or equation, this equation. In this equation, negative sign so that the force of attraction, the force of gravity is always in an attractive force. Earth is always attract the object. And from this equation, we see that if r is equals to infinite, then the potential energy U is increases, because if we work on any object, when the object is infinite, then then the work done on this object for bringing this object in a field of gravity is more, so the potential energy is always more. And if we put the object is replaced from point r1 to r2 to distance, then equation is u is equals to minus g m 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. If r1 is greater than r2, ठीक है, अगर r1 is greater than r2, then del V is negative. Clear? This is gravitational potential energy.